Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Gargi Raut. And joining me today is Boria Mujumdar from Paris, Debashish Sen, and Rahul Giri. It's a special day at the Paralympics as para archery star. 17-year-old Sheetal Devi will compete for a medal after finishing second and breaking a world record in the ranking round. Along with that, we'll also discuss about the Durand Cup final. Over to you, Rahul, Debashish, and Boria. First, let's talk some football.
রাহুল তুই শুরু কর
তুমি বড়িয়া যদি should we speak in Bengali or English? What?
both Bangla and English because we have a lot of Bengali viewers for football.
English.
Last year
English, yeah.
Mohun Bagan has already achieved the unprecedented. They have claimed the 17th Durand Cup title, the most by any club, and this time, they are on the verge of making history because if they win, this will be the 18th title. And to be honest, on paper, Mohun Bagan are clear favorite because their opponent, Northeast United FC, they have some exciting foreigners, exciting young talent. Uh, they have scored 16 goals in 5 games and have considered only one. But the only thing is that they haven't been tested against any formidable opponent, any ISL side. So that's the issue. And in case of Mohun Bagan, they have been tested against Punjab FC. They have been tested against Bengaluru FC. They have registered some thrilling victories even in penalty shootout. Vishalkir has been outstanding. So taking all those things, Mohun Bagan are clear favorite. For the Bengali viewers, আজকে যেটা বড় আপডেট সেটা অবশ্যই আজ কালকে প্রেস কনফারেন্সে কিন্তু কোচ কনফার্ম করেছে, বরিয়াদা যেটা বললো যে শুভাশিস বোস কিন্তু আগের দিনও ট্রেন করেছে, পুরো ফিট। সুতরাং মোহনবাগান কিন্তু ফিট টিম পুরো। বাট যেটা সবাই জানে যে ধীরাজ সিং, আশিক কুরিয়ান আর জেমি ম্যাকলেন এরা তো নেই, অনেকদিন ধরে ট্রেনিং এ যোগ দেয়নি, এরা নেই। তা বাদ দিয়ে কিন্তু বলছেন যে তারা কিন্তু তারা ট্রফি জিততে এসছে, কারণ আগের বার কিন্তু ডুরান্ড কাপে এই ইস্ট বেঙ্গলের কাছে কিন্তু সেমিফাইনালে ছিটকে গেছিল নর্থ ইস্ট ইউনাইটেড এফসি। সুতরাং তারা কিন্তু এবার মরিয়া এইবার অন্তত ট্রফিটা জিততে। তো দেখা যাক তারা সারপ্রাইজ দিতে পারে নাকি না মোহনবাগানের জন্য একটা ইজি পাথ হবে আজকের ফাইনালে। ওভার টু ইউ বরিয়াদা এন্ড দেবাশিস।
The atmosphere will be electrifying. Obviously, in the last game, in the semi-final against Bengaluru FC, we did not see a large turnout because of that Navanno Vijan, which took place. And as we all know, the Mohun Bagan fans are basically centered around Howrah and North Calcutta. I mean, these are the two belts where you find the maximum Mohun Bagan fans. And because of that Navanno Vijan, there were only 28,000 odd spectators in that semi-final against Bengaluru FC. But believe me, it's going to be chock-a-block, just like we witnessed during that ISL playoffs. So it will be a cracking atmosphere today for the final. And remember, Mohun Bagan fans, they will be expecting their first trophy of the season. And they had the team, they had the firepower to win their maiden title. And yes, on paper, they look a form favorite, means by miles. But then Northeast has been the team in form, means at least in this Durand Cup, with particularly their defense, with their captain Jabako and the Moroccan Regragui. They have been phenomenal, just conceding one goal in the tournament so far. And Mohun Bagan, remember, they have already considered 5 goals in the last 2 matches. So it's basically going to be more Northeast defense versus Mohun Bagan attacking lineup. And Mohun Bagan attacking lineup means it's perhaps the best in ISL. Means in the history of ISL, I would say. Means Greg Stewart, Jason Cummings, and Dimitri Petrotos. Wow! Means and so it's going to be a cracking final, Gargi.
Boria, what about you? What do you think about this final?
দেখো মোহনবাগান matches always sort of make you tense, and the Durand final last year, for example, we were all at the ground. Dimitri Petrotos scored that incredibly good goal, coming in from the other side, cutting in, and that brilliant shot against East Bengal. And what a celebration that was. We were all in the ground. It wasn't easy to play because টেম্পারেচার যারা মাঠে ছিলেন তারা মনে রাখবেন ট্রিমেন্ডাস অ্যামাউন্ট অফ হিউমিডিটি ছিল, প্রচন্ড হিউমিডিটি ছিল। সো তার মধ্যেও বাট আজকে যেটা পয়েন্ট মলিনা বারবার করে তার প্লেয়ারদেরকে বলছেন, এই কথাটাই বলছেন যে কমপ্লেসেন্ট হতে পারবেন না। You cannot be complacent, because if you are complacent against a team like Northeast United, it can come and bite you. So Mohun Bagan is pretty much conscious of that. Today is also the last day of the transfer window. So that that Mohun Bagan is not even bothered about that. So they are completely focused about the Durand Cup final. They want to start the season on a high. Uh, you know, uh, and again, I mean, Vishal Kaith has been stunning. But in terms of both games, if you then see against Bengaluru and in that match which Devashish and I, before I came here, we were watching together the day we left Calcutta. They were down 3-2 and somehow managed to get out of jail in that match against Punjab. Again, it was Vishal Kair. You don't want to push it to tiebreakers so many times, right? You want to win it 90 minutes. You want to finish it off. You're Mohan. I mean, you are ISL, yes, all that, but you are India's number one club in that sense. You spend the most amount of money. You're the giants of Indian football. So finish it off. I mean, don't leave it to the Northeast United guys to come back. প্লাস কলকাতায় খেলছো ভাই, অল সেড অ্যান্ড ডান, নিজের মাটিতে খেলছো, নিজের বাড়িতে খেলছো, নিজের ঘরে খেলছো, 50,000 60,000 দর্শকের সামনে খেলছো, ইউ ফাইটিং ইন ফ্রন্ট অফ 50-60,000 পিপল. And today, from every yardstick, Devashish just said, I was also speaking to a number of people yesterday. Mohun will have a packed audience. We'll have a packed crowd supporting Mohun. There's no question about it. And a major trophy. Mohun should win it regulation time. But for Northeast, the incentive is huge. They have never won a major trophy. This will be their first major trophy. They'll give it their all. So I expect a good game, but I also expect Mohun to win.
And also in the press conference, coach has confirmed that John Abraham is coming to watch the game. Who has wholeheartedly invested on the club since in the last 10 years, have done so many things for the Northeast football. So he's coming to most likely to witness history. So obviously the boys of Northeast will go all guns blazing to make it big for the people of Northeast, because for them, it will be unprecedented if they can win the trophy. They are playing their first major final. But again, coming to the game, as Boriada mentioned, as Boriada looked back, in the last Durand Cup final, I still remember, though Mohun Bagan, stepped onto the pitch as a favorite, clear favorite, but I think around 50 or 60th minute, Anirudh Thapa of Mohun Bagan, who was sent off by the referee after showing a red card, and things turned suddenly, and all thought that now it's going to be the match for East Bengal. But then it was that Dimi Petrato's goal, that sealed Mohun Bagan victory. But coming to Devashish, do you think that Northeast can spring a surprise in the final? Because last year also we considered Mohun Bagan as a favorite, but then in the middle, things changed suddenly. But this year, do you think, because Northeast have such speedy wingers like Thoi Singh, then Jitin MS. Jitin MS has assisted 4 times in this Durand Cup, and also given that Mohun Bagan defense is a bit shaky, do you think they can put pressure on the Mohun Bagan defense with their speedy wingers?
Yes, Rahul. Yes, to some extent they can cause an upset, but to go on to win, it's going to be difficult. Means let's be honest in our assessment. Means Mohun Bagan has an overwhelming record against Northeast. Means out of the 10 matches, they haven't lost any matches to Northeast United. They have won 7, lost only two, and drawn 1. But and the fact that yes. What we witnessed in the last game against Bengaluru FC as well as in the game against Punjab FC, Mohun Bagan attacking lineup is so strong that even if they concede goal, they can score goals. Means that is the beauty of this side. Even failing 2-0 down or in that game against Punjab FC, they have that firepower to bounce back. So it will be difficult for Northeast to, even if they take the lead, it will be difficult for them, extremely difficult for them to stay on to that lead. So I think Mohun Bagan would definitely fancy their chances. But yes, as you rightly mentioned, they are wingers. Northeast, you have done the review, and everyone is talking about their 2 wingers, Thoi Singh and Jitin MS, and as also Guillermo Fernandez, their Spanish striker, has scored 4 goals, if I'm not wrong. Along with their midfielder, I think it's some Nestor Alibach. So they have a very decent side, but still, I would put my money on Mohun Bagan.
If you see, they have played so far against Bodoland, BSF Force, Odisha reserve team. So they haven't been tested yet so far. So it's going to be a different challenge in the final. Coming to Boriada, do you somewhat think that it is going to be an unwanted trophy for Mohun Bagan because it's pre-season? And so far, even Jose Molina has accepted that, they are taking this tournament as a preparatory tournament for the ISL stage. But still, the trophy seems to come home. What's your opinion on that?
What is you are on mute? You are on mute. Mute, mute, mute.
I don't look at any trophy as an unwanted trophy. Let me just go out. It will be better because the outdoor view is better. 1 second. Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't look at any trophy as an unwanted trophy, whatever trophy it is, and it gives you a win always sort of sets things up for you quite nicely, and that's what I've always believed, that if you start your season with a win, whether it is whatever trophy, and the Durand Cup is an important tournament. I mean, it is not a small tournament by any chance. The Durand Cup is not a small tournament, so I think in that sense, Mohun Bagan will want to close this out.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is not perhaps you cannot sort of equate it with the ISL or anything like that, but neither is it a small tournament. I mean, you start
Not
with
at
a
all.
Durand Cup win in front of 50-60,000 people.
Third
তুমি
oldest
আজকে বলছো
tournament in
50-60
Asia.
হাজার লোকের সামনে তুমি হারতে চাও, সেটা কোনো হয়? মানে 50-60 হাজার ফ্যান, তাদের সামনে তুমি নর্থ ইস্টের কাছে হেরে গেলে, পিপল উইল সে এটা হচ্ছে নাকি? মানে you are, think about the Australian team in cricket. They win everything. At one point in time, the Man U team. At one point in time, the Real team. You play, you win. With Carabao Cup, FA Cup, League, EPL, Champions League, সব যেত ভাই. So you establish an aura যে মোহনবাগান মানে জিতবে. So that kind of aura. Plus, it is also about Bengal. In this circumstance, what has happened, the Mohun Bagan team playing a non-Calcutta team, you have to go out there and win it. It's as simple as that. So I don't think people will take it lightly, or Molina should, or anybody should. If anyone is even thinking, yeah, this is not an important match, that person doesn't deserve to wear the Mohun Bagan jersey. If you are playing with the Mohun Bagan jersey, you bloody well take that match seriously. It's as simple as that. When you are playing in an Indian jersey, you might as well take that match seriously. আমার কাছে কি না, মোহনবাগানের জার্সি পরে তুমি গিয়ে ভুলভাল খেলছো, এসব হয় না। মোহনবাগানের জার্সি পরে মোহনবাগানের মতো খেলো, ইন্ডিয়ার জার্সি পরে ইন্ডিয়ার মতো খেলো, নাহলে খেলো না। সো এটা যদি কেউ বলে, অ্যাবসলিউট ভুল কথা। মোহনবাগানের জার্সি পরে গিয়ে ম্যাচটা যেত।
No, I mean, they started the tournament as a preseason. The Molina has done a lot of experiment. Even they have fielded their reserve team in the first game, but still the trophy is, likely to come home. So that's the thing I'm trying to mention. But before I hand over to Gargi for the Paralympic part, we have discussed about Mohun Bagan. Mohun Bagan is on the verge of making history, but on the another side, their arch rival, East Bengal is facing a lot of injury issues. Their Madi Talal, who hasn't been seen training with the main team, has been seen rehabbing with the physio for the last 2 days in the training, has flown back to Paris, flown back to France. It is his hometown. Club sources are saying that he doesn't have any major injury, but he has gone back for a family reason, but most likely to come soon before the start of the ISL. At the same time, Sol Crespo has also missed yesterday training session. Club source has mentioned that he has been given rest. At the same time, Lal Chununga, the centre back, he is also sick and hasn't attended the training session yesterday. Coming to Devashida, what do you think is going to be a major blow if all these players doesn't get fit before the start of the ISL season?
No, Rahul, there are still some days to go before East Bengal play their first match on the 14th, if I'm not wrong, 14th of September. And so, but then the best thing for us to happen for East Bengal is Hijazi Maher playing for Jordan. Means Boriala, he is the only active player who has represented his country, and Jordan went on to win that match against North Korea. So that's a huge thing to have happened for East Bengal, not only for East Bengal, but also ISL as a brand. Means a current player playing, representing the country. Means we have seen players who have played for their country in the past and went on to play in the ISL teams. But in this case, an active player going on to represent his country, playing the full 90 minutes and helping his team win the match. And that's a great thing to have happened for not only for Hijazi Maher's confidence, but also for East Bengal. If Hijazi Maher is in his prime, is in his top form, that will do wonders for East Bengal's confidence going into the ISL. But talking about ISL, Madi Talal, yes, we saw in the Durand Cup match only, in that AFC Cup match, sorry, in Champions League match, where he was seeing a huge trapping. So this is some sort of concern. I hope he recovers in time for the ISL's first match. But then definitely there is some time for the regrouping. But that is where the Mohun Bagan will have an edge because they are playing so many matches already. So the more you play matches, the better the combinations will grow, and that is the best part for Mohun Bagan because they now that they have qualified for the finals in the Durand Cup, they have already played three matches. So so Molina has that time to regroup, and also their ACL Champions League 2 matches are also coming up. So plenty to offer for Mohun Bagan side.
I would request Gargi to take over, but before that, I would also request Boriada to to share if he has any update regarding Anwar Ali. And also the transfer window is closing. If he can confirm our viewers that no signing is happening or not.
Yeah, that's what I've been told. আমি বারবারই একই কথা বলেছি লাস্ট 2 দিন ধরে যে মোহনবাগান প্রীতমের সাথে কোনো সাইনিং হচ্ছে না, মোহনবাগান অ্যালেক্স সাজিকে এই মুহূর্তে নিচ্ছে না, যদি কোনো আপডেট থাকতো তাহলে আমরা দিতাম, বাট আলাদা করে কোনো ডেভেলপমেন্ট হয়েছে বলে আমার অন্তত তো মনে হয় না, মানে আমি শুনিনি, কারণ যদিও আই ওয়াজ কমপ্লিটলি ফোকাসড অন প্যারালিম্পিক্স এবং কালকে রাত্রে yesterday night I was quite irritated with the results in the Paralympics. So I was quite frustrated because 2 of our medal winners losing was quite frustrating for me. So I was not even focused on anything. I was quite frustrated with Krishna Nagar losing, quite frustrated with Kula Simati and Nitesh losing. That 24-22, 21-19 loss against France. And it happens, and that's when I get angry that there was no Indian support. There was no Indian support, and the whole stadium was French. And they kept pushing, and that's what happens in a, it was a giant stadium, that Port de la Chapelle Stadium, completely against India because it was the French pair. And you go on to lose 24, medal gone. That's a medal gone. It was a straight shoot off. It was a virtual quarterfinal. It was a straight medal gone. 24-22, 21-19. So and Krishna Nagar all of a sudden defending his gold goes on to lose against that US player. Now that is an open group. It's a group of death almost. So I was completely focused on Paralympics. Having said that, আমি প্রীতমের ব্যাপারে কিচ্ছু শুনিনি আর। আমি আবারও বলছি আমি কিচ্ছু শুনিনি আর।
তাহলে আর হোম কামিং তাহলে আর হলো না।
এখনো অবধি তো শুনিনি ভাই, এখনো অবধি তো শুনিনি। আমি প্রথম দিন থেকে একই কথা বলছি, সবাই আমাকে বলছিল হয়ে গেল।
কালকে কত লোক যে প্রশ্ন করেছে মোহনবাগান সাপোর্টার, we are the only platform that is giving constant update on Anwar Ali. প্রতিটা মুহূর্তের খবর তুমি আপডেট দিচ্ছ, এবং কালকে আমাকে ধরেছে আরে দাদা আনোয়ারের কি হবে, আরে ভাই আমি কে, who am I? আমি কি করে জানবো? আমি বলছি আপনারা ফলো করুন রেড ফোর্স বাংলা, আপনারা খবরটা পেয়ে যাবেন।
I must tell you this story. This time, after about 20 days at the Olympics, I landed in Kolkata on 13th August at 8 a.m. And that too after a pretty long flight. France, Dubai, India. It was about literally 18-19 hours in transit. I have just sort of gotten out from the customs and taken my luggage trolley and gone to the conveyor belt. So there is the security guy standing there, and he's telling me, should I help you? So I said, no. So then he's saying, Boriada, right? I said, yes. He said, sir, Anwar kothay jacche? I said, what? It was at 8 a.m. in the morning. Shormishta was standing next to me. She was horror out of it. What is happening here? It was at 8 a.m. in the morning. We've just landed, not even picked my bags. This guy is telling me from the security at the airport, sir, Anwar kothay jacche? An kothao jacche na. It was crazy. It was absolutely funny. But that's the kind of interest people have. I mean, as I said, I am actually expecting that verdict anytime. So let's wait for that verdict. This much we can tell you. The moment the verdict comes, I will call Gargi, Rahul, and Devashish will get on a live. Whatever verdict it is, we will get it the moment it comes. So let's leave it at that, and we will break every news on the Anwar Ali verdict with all details of the verdict. No debate.
Absolutely. Now, on to Paralympics. Sheetal Devi's chance to win a medal today. We know we expect a lot out of Sheetal, but Boria, how are you looking at this day? Like you said, last night you were disappointed, but again, Paralympics is all about starting fresh the next day, and today we've got Sheetal in the medal match.
Absolutely, and sport is about heartbreak. If sport is not about heartbreak, then what is it? I mean, yes, Sheetal 5:29 Paris time. and before that 3 p.m. Paris time is Sarita. We will all be there. So the call is everyone wants to. I mean, today the whole team tells me we will go for Sheetal. So I said, Dana, someone go for badminton, someone go for no. We will all go for Sheetal. Okay, fine. So we will all go for Sheetal today and cheer her. Today it's different in the sense it is not the practice venue, it's the other venue, which is the bigger venue where the main matches are held. There will be crowd, there will be serious crowd. Yesterday night I tried to get a para archery ticket. There were two offers from 222 euros. Nothing available, not even one ticket for the match available today. One for tomorrow's match is available, and I think one for the 2nd of September, but nothing for Sheetal Devi's game, or for that matter the women's compound, is available for today. So it's a sellout crowd, absolute chock-a-block packed crowd. Sheetal will have to face that pressure, but she loves that pressure. So let's see what happens. I mean, and it'll be back to back. So 5:29, 5:46, 6. So it's back to back matches from the 1-8 round of 16 to 8, 8 to 4, 4 to 2, and continue. You guys continue. I'm actually going to speak to Gaurav for a minute, because I had messaged him saying what the hell is going on. So need to just figure out if there is any injury or anything. You continue. I'll give him a call in a minute and join you here.
Uh,
Yeah,
Devashish,
Nargis, I just like to say, means obviously Boriada just spoke about pressure, handling of pressure, but what an effort by Avani Lekar. I was going through Boriada's article, means Avani Lekar is shooting that 10.5, means under immense pressure, and what Lee needed was just shot 9.7, but again that pressure, she eventually shot 6.8 and lost out that gold medal. So it is the sport is all about pressure. We saw what happened to Lakshya Sen and obviously Arjun Babuta in the Olympics, where they lost out failing to grab the pressure. But here we saw Avani Lekhara, means obviously, and that would do a world of good to the confidence of the entire contingent. Means obviously you talk about the Sheetal Devi, means what a confident athlete, inspiration she has been. 704 means obviously, and the world record holder. Definitely she's going to win a medal, but the color of the medal is all that I'm looking forward to. Whether it's going to be gold or silver is the entire country is waiting about.
I mean, the Turkey shooter and Sheetal are going head to head right now, because in the ranking round as well, Sheetal first she broke the world record, but then she was, I think, 4 points behind the Turkey shooter. So it's not a lot of gap, and anything could happen at this point. But like you said, we're all wondering what color will come, because it's sort of expected from Sheetal to get a medal for sure. But what color would come, I think that's more interesting. And you talk about Avni, I thought yesterday whoever watched the match live, it was so stressful to even watch. I can't even imagine the pressure on Avni, because at the end the Korean shooter and Avni were going neck to neck. And that 10.5, I remember, I thought, oh no, gold is gone, the gold is gone. Now what? Because the Korean shooter till then was shooting 10.9, 10.8, and in the entire match he did
And
not.
when it actually mattered, she shot 6.8. So
Yeah,
what pressure does to an individual, means it's all about
exactly.
how you handle the pressure. Means Bonita, I was just mentioning to Gargi, I read your article. I mean, you wrote about Lakshya Sen and Arjun Babuta failing to grab the pressure, and also eventually withering away. And here you have Avani Lekhara, means 10.5 in that final shot, and then eventually all that Korean the shooter required what was to shot 9.7, but see eventually shot just 6.8. So that's the volume about
I
the.
before you guys get to Avani, let me tell you a story. This is a story yesterday I got. So at about 9:30, I gave her a call. So I was having a long chat with Mona Agarwal. Now Mona Agarwal, as all of us know, she won that bronze medal and literally pushed Avani and Lee. Now Mona is 37 years old. Listen to this story. Fantastic story. Mona is 37 years old, two children. 3-year-old boy, sorry, 3-year-old and slightly older. So Mona every time, and by the way, Mona has taken a loan of 32 lakh rupees to
Oh,
continue with shooting. 32 लाख रुपया का लोन है उनका.
wow.
फाइनेंशियल हार्डशिप बहुत है, बहुत है. वो तो बात का बात है, बताता हूँ. बट मोना मोना's husband was also a para athlete. उनका न्यूरोलॉजिकल ट्रीटमेंट चल रहा है. उनका सास एंड ससुर टेक्स अ लुक एट द चिल्ड्रन. सो घर से वो पैसा नहीं मांग सकते क्योंकि ऑलरेडी हर हस्बैंड का ट्रीटमेंट के लिए घर का पैसा जा रहा है. एंड बच्चे लोगों को द फैमिली टेक्स अ लुक एट द टू यंग चिल्ड्रन. सो मोना हैज नो वे ऑफ आस्किंग फॉर मनी फ्रॉम फैमिली. सो हर ऑप्शन वाज अगर लोन जुगाड़ करके इससे उधार लेके उससे उधार लेके दोस्तों से लेके कंपटीशन करना टू टेक सम मनी एंड कॉम्पीट और गिव अप. And she decided, no, I have to do something and make a difference and try and achieve something. Obviously this will now take care of the loan, and thank God for that. But when she so imagine, I have a 10-year-old, I can't live without seeing her for more than 20 days. Mona has been living away from the children for months. Now what happened is, every time when she was there at home and she would take the children out, she would put all of this. So suppose they are going to a mall, she would put the mall address in a GPS tracker in the car. She would put the mall address in a GPS tracker in the car and follow the directions, and then drive around and take her children to the mall or some place or wherever they go. Now when she was calling her children, her son said, mama, आप तो घर का एड्रेस भूल गए हो, मोबाइल फोन में जीपीएस ट्रैकर डाल दो, आप घर आ जाओगे. And she said, you know, because the child was thinking that the mother is not coming home because she has lost the address, and it is not because she is training. So she said, I could not hold tears. I mean, she said, मैं उसको देखता था और वो एक ही बात बोलता था, because the child knows that the mother puts the GPS tracker and घर का एड्रेस तो पता लग जाता है कि why is ma not coming home? Ma is not coming home, must be she is lost. She has lost the address. So the child keeps telling her, mama, just put that tracker on, उसमें एड्रेस डालो और घर आ जाओ और मेरे पास आ जाओ और मेरे पास आ जाओ. Yesterday when she won the medal, she did a video call. She showed them the medal and said, इसलिए मैं घर नहीं आ रही थी. And the elder daughter tells her, बहुत अच्छा, ये तो बहुत बड़ा मेडल आपने जीत लिया है, अब मेरे लिए टॉय हाउस जरूर लेके आना. And what do you say? What do you say? And you know, Devashish and I have children. Gargi, you have just had a young niece at home. Think think about this. And she was telling me, and I'm like, if this is not sport, then what is sport? And more, she and I kept chatting, and I will possibly write the story today. I even told her, चलिए कुछ कर लेते हैं आज, because हम तो आज पेरिस में हैं, आप शैटेरू में हो. ये लोग पेरिस नहीं आएंगे, ये लोग डायरेक्ट 6 तारीख को पेरिस आके वापस चले जाएंगे, सो शैटेरू में ही रहेंगे. But we must document this story, this Mona Agarwal story. Absolutely magical. What a story that the child is actually, वो मेडल दिखा रहे हैं, बोल रहे हैं अभी आपको तो बहुत बड़ा मेडल मिल गया, सो अभी आप टॉय हाउस जरूर लेके आओ. And that boy is saying, अभी तो आप आ सकते हो, put it on the tracker and come home. Put it on the tracker. And she said, मेरे पास इतना financial liability है, 32 लाख रुपया अभी हो जाएगा. She should get, obviously she will get many crores now because of the medal and equal pay and all of that now, which is great. But this is fantastic. And Avani Lekhara, come on. Yesterday I asked, by the way, watch the interview. Watch the interview at 12 noon India time, Avani Lekhara and Suma Shirur. So I'm telling Avani, I said, did you know that, she said, "Yeah, I had an idea, but I was only focused on my own shot. मुझे अपना शॉट मारना था, मैंने मार दिया. And I said, then what? She said, मैं भगवान से खाली इतना ही प्रे करेगा कि मेरा गोल्ड हो जाए, मेरा गोल्ड हो जाए. And she's 22. Manu Bhaker is 21. Avani Lekhara is 22. What do you tell these guys? And then obviously she was later told that the Korean had a brain fade and shot a 6.8, and she won gold. By the way, 30th August 2021 Avani Lekhara, 30th August 2024 Avani Lekhara. So I said 30th August should be Avani Lekhara day. Tokyo same day, here same day, both time gold medals. And this is the best part. Before we close, I asked her, what is celebration? She said, sir, no celebration. I said, what do you mean? You have just won a Paralympic gold medal. What do you mean no celebration? You must celebrate. And Suma was there. She was smiling. She said, no, sir, I've still got 2 events to do. India mein jaake celebration hoga. I've got 2 more events to win 2 more medals for India. Come on, boss. I mean, a 21, 22-year-old saying this was incredible. Incredible. But the best point about yesterday's result, and कल ना torrential downpour था गार्गी. वो दिल्ली में जैसे होता है, कोलकाता में जैसे torrential downpour in Paris. माने at one point कुछ तो दिख ही नहीं रहा था. Rakesh Kumar shot in between that torrential downpour, in the middle of that torrential downpour, and won his match in archery. Wow. And and they did not stop it. So he was shooting in that rain. He was shooting in that rain, complete focus, and he won that match. Absolutely outstanding. The badminton results were bad. Tulasi and Nitesh, Krishna, in the morning, Manasi, they were pretty bad results. I really hope badminton picks up today, क्योंकि कृष्णा नागर को आज स्ट्रेट गेम्स में मैच निकालना पड़ेगा to be able to qualify. हम लोग उनको गोल्ड मेडल मान रहे थे. अगर वो आज स्ट्रेट गेम्स में, मैंने अभी गौरव से बात किया कि कोई इंजरी तो नहीं है. ही सेड नहीं. आई सेड यार निकालो यार मैच. आज कृष्णा नागर अगर स्ट्रेट गेम में मैच निकाल लेता है तो ऑप्शन है. बट तुलसी एंड Nitesh, a medal gone. 100% a medal gone. I still hold on to my number, by the way. 25, I absolutely hold on to 25, if more than 25, plus the 10 gold medals. I hold on to my number, no debate. And today I'm absolutely expecting medal from Sheetal Devi. I'm also expecting Rubina Francis to do well in shooting. Rubina is another great story. If you watch Rev Sports, I had done a long interview with Rubina for one of our series. But Sheetal Devi, imagine Sheetal on that Paralympic podium. We'll all go mad. That little kid going up on that Paralympic podium, she will make that tricolor go up. Who knows if the national anthem will play or not? But if the tricolor goes up, we'll all go crazy, and it'll be something fantastic in that Valide Stadium tonight.
And Gorilla, I am already thinking that you will definitely have all these parallel experiences. So what stories? Means Sheetal Devi, Avani Lekhara, Mona Agarwal, incredible story. And actually, for me, who basically has covered cricket, means to be knowing about these athletes, reading about these inspirational stories. I still, what catches me, that one quote of शीतल देवी to in your interview, that अगर मैं कर सकते हूँ बाकी क्यों नहीं कर सकती है. Means that still reverberates in my mind. So obviously, if she can do it, why not the others? And that this is from someone who is just 17 years old. Means incredible.
By the way, Mona 2 साल पहले first time gun उठाया गार्गी. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
2 years. She told me, first time I picked up the gun in 21. I said, what are you talking about? She said, yes. I mean, unbelievable stories. Unbelievable. We must do next year, 75th year of women's, the International Women's Day. Next year is the 75th anniversary of International Women's Day on 8th of March. So my plan is to get all of them to Kolkata for the Trailblazers conclave. Let's see. We should try and give it a shot and try and get as many of these champions to the Trailblazers conclave. We will add cricket next year as well. वो तो मैं पहले से ही बोल रहा हूँ. So next year will be a combination of cricket and Olympic sport, and let's make it the best.
Absolutely. Till then, I remembered that I had actually interviewed both Preeti and Mona. They both won the medals. I will play that today. I will play those videos today.
Yeah, absolutely must play them. I mean, there is no debate. Play them. Preeti Pal is the student of Gajendra Singh. 100 meter, 200 meter. To last World Championship bronze. By the way, she's expected to win a silver in the 200. Simran Vats's husband is her coach. Simran Vats again. Gajendra Singh is an army person. Fantastic stories these guys are. Absolutely fantastic stories. And they sort of, from the heart it comes out. And they're keen to talk. They're kind of like media is covering them. They feel so pleased with it. I mean, it should be the other way around. I mean, it is our job to cover them. And that is why I'm completely disgusted with the Indian media. So, इनसे कुछ नहीं होगा. I mean, somebody like, I don't want to name here, my former organization, my colleagues there. Come on, boss, come here. You have enough and more subscribers and money and everything. But come on, come and support Paralympic sport. Look at the social media traction that we are getting. You mean to say basic numbers का दिमाग नहीं है क्या? Simple ROI translate हो जाता है if you are a larger organization. That is why the corporate social responsibility से पैसा नहीं उठा सकते. इतना है, 100% उठा सकते हो. Support करना चाहिए. If you don't support, then what are we doing?
Absolutely. But on that note, I think we can end this show. We'll be back when Sheetal Devi is in action, hopefully right after we hear the national anthem. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes,
thank you.
yes. We have to hear the national anthem.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Boria and Devashish, for joining. And everyone who's watching, lots more to come from Paralympics. So stay tuned.